Howdy. I'm doing a February favorites video. I watch every single favorites video that comes across my screen on any platform. So if you've posted one, I've probably seen it. We'll start with, I guess, media favorites. My most played song in February was Habitual Love by OK Kaya, but OK Kaya's entire discography was in high rotation. It's just a fun time sonically, but lyrically there's substance to it. So books, I read 6 books this month, but I had 2 like standouts. One is The Safekeep by Jael van der Wouden. So sorry if that is not how you say it. It's gay. It's a mystery, kind of. It's historical. World War II is mentioned, if that interests you. It's really good. Gay Poems for Red States. Incredible. If you grew up in Appalachia or Southern or even rural or religious and gay, I would highly suggest this book, even if you are not in a red state. The poems are really beautiful and not so metaphorical that you feel lost and you don't know what's going on. And then I watched a ton of movies in February, and my favorites split themselves into 2 categories. One is 60s French films, and the other is gay. Okay? And you could even, it doesn't take much brain power to get you from one to the other, okay? Anyway, we'll start with 60s movies. Belle de Jour was the first 60s French film I watched this month. Incredible. I'm obsessed with, female desire and pleasure and how that's presented on film. Most of the time it's not presented at all, and then I am irked with it. But I think Baby Girl ignited my... I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, I'm so interested in this. Belle de Jour does a great job. It cracks me up because it's literally considered, in the 60s, it was considered erotica, and you, maybe see a butt cheek. They were so sensitive back then. Anyway, but it's a great movie. And then the second one was Young Girls of Rochefort. So good. It's a musical, 60s musical, so think Color. But then I started to get the teensiest bit bored in the middle, as I tend to do in a musical situation. But then there's a subplot of axe murder, and I was back in it. And that's not a spoiler because it is a sub plot. An axe murder is mentioned, but that's enough for me. Gay shit. Go Fish from 1994. If you can find that film, watch it. It's so good. It's art house. It is maybe the gayest film I've ever seen. I don't think a straight person was within 10 feet of making this film at any point. It's incredible. It delves into female masculinity in an interesting way. There's a scene, my favorite scene is just it pans to a tea collection. That's hilarious to me. I really liked it. Is the acting phenom? No. Is the script somewhat rudimentary? For sure. Are there critiques of this film? Yes, but it really made me happy to watch, and you should watch it if you want to. The second one was Billy and Emma. I think this is a Filipino film. It's adorable. It's a coming of age film, but it's so hopeful in ways that is not often, normally geisha is sad and that's all we get. This is hopeful and lovely, so I really enjoyed it. Moving on from that, food favorites. One is, and I have props, please. I was gifted Rocky's matcha for my birthday, and it is so good. I thought I was just gonna, it was just a thing that was popular because, this is an incredible color combo that I need more of in my life. But it is so yummy and good, a true, grassy matcha, which I appreciate. Then I did a ton of baking this month. It's my favorite sticky toffee pudding. I can't express to you how good it was. I've never had sticky toffee pudding before. Like, it just wasn't a thing in the South. I grew up eating, and maybe y'all did, but I didn't. But have you ever seen something and then you knew spiritually that that was going to resonate with you? That was me seeing sticky toffee pudding. And it's easy to make. And then I did whipped cream, because if there's an option to put whipped cream on something, I think you should take that option. That's a Stephanie opinion. Incredible. I've had to stop myself from making more sticky toffee pudding for separate occasions. It's just, I'm gonna make myself sick of it, and I don't want to do that. But another good thing that came out of making sticky toffee pudding is I had a shit ton of dates. And like, what am I doing with all of these dates? Luckily, this coincided with the somewhat viral date bark situation that's happening. I've been making them, like, splitting apart the dates and putting walnuts inside, because I had walnuts for some reason, and like, I need to use them up, and then covering that in chocolate. We call them date snack in my house, and they have been flying off the shelves. It's so good, and it does taste like caramely. People say if you put peanut butter in it, it tastes like a Snickers. I think we need to take a deep breath and just, if you want a Snickers, eat a Snickers. But if you're trying to use up some dates, they are superb. Another fave of the month has been black and white film. I'm historically a hater of black and white film, actually. I hate shooting it and hate developing it, but something clicked with me this month, and I ran out of color chemicals. That's some of it. And I just really had a lot of fun. And I don't know if maybe it's just the depths of winter, and maybe that is when I am meant to shoot black and white film, and like all other times I find it like color would be better. I really had a lot of fun. Kodak Tri-X, I tried that for the first time, and it turns out great black and white film stock. I even cross-processed some color film with black and white chemicals, and like really enjoyed that. Black and white film, having a blast with it. I am over it. It's now March and we're back to color film, but what a fun little detour we had in the realm of black and white. Okay, I have another prop. Perfume fave. I have for a long time been interested in a petrichor, like wet earth scent. In like a true, not like it smells like rain, but it doesn't. I wanted, you go out in the woods when there is rain and it smells like that. 2 Cups of Tea, A Summer Monsoon, and Me and You is the name of it, by Death and Floral. The end. It's all I want to smell like all the time. It is, when you first put it on, it is wet dirt. But then it does smell like a cup of like chamomile tea. And you're like having tea outside, but it just rained. This is my favorite perfume of all time. I want to smell like it always. I hope when you think of me, this is what you smell. I am obsessed with this. Oh, this is so random, but a body care favorite is this random Target body oil. I have very dry skin, and I hate the feeling of lotion. It makes me want to die. So for some reason, I'm better with body oils, and this one does not give me eczema, and it is very cheap. So win-win. And it doesn't make me want to peel my skin off. So all around. Okay, few wrap up random ones. Daffodils. Mine are blooming for some reason. I don't know why I was gifted with such early blooms, but I needed it. I was losing the will. And they brought it back. They're so cute and beautiful and yellow and happy. So daffodils. Last one is I turned 30 years old in February, which is super cool for someone who didn't think I would live to like 16. Incredible. Getting older is really actually fun, and the alternative is to be dead. And in a shocking turn of events, I would rather grow old. So, 30. Yay. Anyway, those are my favorites. If you have favorites, I would love to know them, because I like to know things. Okay, love you, bye.